Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Brandon from Sable Guys TCG here, and today I'm going to be bringing you this Gardevoir Gx deck list. This is going to be for the Primal Clash through Burning Shadows format. And we're going to kick off the deck with a 4-3-4 line of Gardevoir Gx. Gardevoir Gx is going to be our main attacker here. We're going to be using the Secret Spring ability. Secret Spring allows us to attach one fairy energy from our hand to a Pokemon. So if you get, 3 to 4 of these guys out, you're getting 4 energy attachments along with your attachment per turn. So you hit for a lot of damage because our attack here, Infinite Force, is 30 times the amount of energy attached to both active Pokemon. So say we got 3 energy here and our opponent has 3 energy, we're hitting for 180 easily. Say you slap down 2 fairy energies with Secret Spring, then you throw down a DCE, you're hitting a lot of damage quick. And we've also got the Twilight GX attack. Shuffle 10 cards from your discard pile back into your deck. So this is going to be great against the Gardevoir matchup. This is going to allow us to shuffle those items we played back in our deck, and that's going to stop that Trash Lunch attack. It's also going to be good for recovering your energy late game or any other resource you use late game. Now to support Gardevoir, we got 2 copies of Diancie. We're going to be using that Sparkling Wish attack. Search your deck for a card that evolves from one of your Pokemon and put it on that Pokemon. So say you go second, you bridge it, get out a couple Ralts, and you start Diancie. You end your turn on a Sparkling Wish, and you have a Curlia set up turn 1, and you're looking at a turn 2 Gardevoir. This is also going to help you evolve your Octillery, or whatever else you need to evolve. Next up we got 3 Tapu Lele. Tapu Lele is going to let us use that Wonder Tag ability. Search your deck for any supporter card. This will get you your Bridge of turn 1, Hex Maniac, Sycamore, whatever you need. This is going to make sure you keep going. And we're going to end our Pokemon count with 1 Oranguru. Oranguru is going to be good for that Instruct ability. Late game, once you get end, this is going to allow you to draw until you have 3 cards in your hand. So late game you get into 1 or 2, play your hand down, Instruct, draw 3 more cards. And it's also going to be good for the Psychic attack, 60 plus 20 for the amount of energy on your opponent's active Pokemon. So this is going to be good for taking out that new Baby Alolan Ninetales that stops damage from EX and GX. If they have it fully built up, you can one-shot it with Oranguru Psychic. That's going to wrap up our Pokemon here. Moving on to our supporters, we're going to be playing 4 Professor Sycamore, 3 copies of N. Professor Sycamore, discard your hand, draw 7 cards. This is going to be good, our main draw supporter. And N is going to be a good early game if you don't want to get rid of some of those resources you have. Also good late game, if your opponent's got a little prize lead on you, you play N. You put their hand down to a low size. That's going to definitely disrupt them. Next we'll be playing 1 copy of Lysander and 1 copy of Guzma. We got the 1 copy of Lysander just in case you don't want the switch effect. And Guzma, of course, if you want the switch effect, you just took a knockout with that Gardevoir GX, you can Guzma up into a fresh one and start swinging again. Next up we're playing 1 copy of Hex Maniac. Hex Maniac is going to shut off that Volcanion Steam Up. It's going to shut off your opponent's Tapu Lele. It's going to shut off their Octillery, your opponent's Secret Spring, whatever ability you want to shut off. This is your card. Next up we'll be playing 1 copy of Bridget. Bridget's going to get us our Ralts, get us our Rangaroos, our Diancie, whatever you want to get out with Bridget turn 1. Lele for Bridget, set your board up. And we're going to end our supporter count with 1 copy of Skyla. Skyla is going to get us our rare candies, our float stones, whatever you want to get. Supporter for next turn. Just a good card. Definitely want to bump this up to 2 or 3 post rotation. It's going to be great. So that's going to wrap up our supporters. Moving on to our items. We're going to play 4 copies of Ultra Ball. Ultra Ball is going to get us out our Pokemon. Get this in your hand turn 1. Ultra Ball for your Lele. Grab any supporter you need. It's going to find you your Gardevoirs for those rare candies. You know, it's going to set you up good. Next we'll be playing 4 copy of Verse Seeker. VS Seeker is going to get you max use out of your supporter. You know, it's going to get you that game-winning Lysander or Guzma that you need. It's going to make sure you have a draw supporter. You know, you can get that draw supporter from the discard pile. So, great card to play. Next up, we'll be playing 4 copies of Floatstone. And I went with Floatstone in this deck over the Choice Band because, you know, you're hitting 30 times the energy. Most attackers need 2 to 3 energy to attack. So if they're built up, you're going to swing for knockout. And once you take a hit, you can slap a Floatstone and retreat. And preserving that energy is going to be good late game. So I wanted to max out 4 copies on that. Also, our opponent is going to be playing Field Blower, so we're probably going to lose a few, so 4 is definitely a good count. Next up, we got 3 copies of Rare Candy. Rare Candy is going to get us out our Gardevoir Gx quicker. And I would definitely recommend bumping to 4 post-rotation. You know, great card. Really going to help us get out those Gardevoirs quick. Next up, we got 2 copies of Field Blower. It's going to get rid of our opponent's Fury Belts, Choice Band, Floatstone. You know, it's going to get that tool off that Garbatox and Garbodor that's shutting off our abilities. Get rid of that annoying Po Town Stadium that's putting damage on us. Great card to play. It's really going to help you out. And to end off our items, we're going to play 1 copy of Rescue Stretcher. It's going to get us back. You know, say we had a full bench and had to get rid of a Rangaroo. We can get him back late game. Or you had to get rid of a couple Gardevoir Gx on a nasty Sycamore. We can shuffle him back in with this. You know, great card to play. So that's going to wrap it up for our items. And moving on to our energy count, we're going to be playing 4 DCE and 9 copies of Fairy. These are, I feel like this is a good kind of energy. You're pretty much going to draw into it every turn. You know, this is going to allow us to use the Secret Spring, get down multiple Fairy energy, and of course our DCE to pile on the extra damage. And that's going to wrap it up for this Gardevoir deck, guys. You know, be sure like and subscribe. Leave comments on any, you know, opinions you guys have on the deck list, any changes you guys would make. Be sure to let us know in the comments. And that'll be it, guys. Have a good one.